guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner, and I'm doing an experiment, and I thought, okay, I'll go ahead and video and see what happens. So I've got an upcoming live tomorrow with Miss Elizabeth Costa Rogers, and we're going to be doing some decorating of wood ornaments. Halloween's coming up, so I'm thinking Halloween, awesome. And I went ahead and got into my Halloween stash, which I will show you guys later what my Halloween stash looks like. Yeah. And part of what I knew I had in there were some wooden ornaments. So these are a couple of little, I guess they're little wooden tags. And I started thinking also about sublimation because, you know, I recently got all of those goodies from Artesprix, and I want to have it be as versatile as possible and use it on so many things. Well, one of the things I came across as I was researching was sublimating on wood. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do. Well, there's actually 3 ways that I know of that you can do this. You can do just plain. However, the images are supposed to come out really, I guess, not very vibrant. It doesn't really soak in as well because this, of course, does not have a polyester coating on there. Another way, though, is using polyacrylic, and I'm going to experiment with that later too. But what I found on a couple of videos was that the preferred way from a couple of people was using laminating sheets. This is a scrap of one of my laminating sheets. You guys know I keep those, right? So this is just one piece of it. You don't want the double layer, you just want half of it. So if you've got a full laminate sheet, you would basically cut it apart. And we're going to laminate on one side of my little coffins here. I've already got my Cricut Easy Press heated up. It has dropped down to 395. I'll give it a minute and then I'm going to try pressing and, number 1, see if I'm able to laminate with my Easy Press instead of my laminator. It is down to 384, so I'm going to go ahead and go with, actually, it is now down to 380. So let's give this a shot. Just going to go, actually I need another sheet of paper just to be on the safe side. And I'm just using some copy paper. I never use yellow copy paper, so that's what I'm trying to use up. Okay, hit the start button. And I'm adding a little bit of pressure because in general laminating you add pressure, right? Okay, 2, 1. Okay, go ahead and lift that off. And it does look like it is pretty well stuck. Now this is going to be very hot. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It does look like it is adhered to the wood. So that is good. Taking it off the heat pad so that hopefully I can cool it down a little faster. And I'm going to just use my little scissors. I'm going to try to get as close as I can to that edge. So I'm cutting at an angle there. And I may need to get my craft knife because it's not quite close enough. Because I can still feel it. So I feel a little edge there. Okay, that works better. So now you can see we've got a nice shiny surface there. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Face down, cut along the edge of my coffin piece. Another recommended technique was to use some sandpaper to sand along the edges. Since this is just a test kind of thing, although I'll probably keep these anyway, but since this is a test, I'm not going to worry too much about that part. I'm also poking the holes through using my craft pick, so that I'll be able to use these either as tags or whatever. Next I need to get out my sublimation markers and create some kind of a little design to go on these. Okay, so first I went ahead and drew around my coffins onto some paper. I'm also going to go over this with a regular black Sharpie Okay, so now I can see, mostly, see what these look like. So I'm going to start off with, so that's my fine liner. That's the round. And then this one, it's another round. And this one's the chisel. So I'll just take those three out. And I'm going to start off with that black fine line. That's the chisel. I want to start off with the fine line because I want to basically be able to just sketch out where I'm going to have all the lines going around. Okay, I'm going to say that that is going to be good enough. The next thing I want to do is find the center so I can try to line up so this is pretty much ready to go. I need a heat pad, so I'll put that there, and actually I'm going to double check and just see if this is lined up where I expect it to be. It's actually off a little bit. Oops. Okay, so that is good. And my easy press has heated up to 400. So I'm going to go with that for 60 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And I noticed something that I heard on one of the videos, that it's starting to smell a little bit like popcorn. And that was something I heard on one of the videos I watched today where someone was doing this on wood. I have a feeling that when the wood gets to a certain temperature, it starts to smell like popcorn. Okay, so we know that it heated up, and I can't use this piece again because look at that. But that is pretty warm. Take a little peek. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Oh my god, I am so excited. Okay. I'm going to say it is good enough, so let's get that tape off. And look at that. Now the only bad thing is I didn't go high enough on the end there, but I am very happy with this. And I am going to just double check and make sure that it doesn't come off. So this is just some hand sanitizer I've got on my desk, because I always get inky. I'm just going to put a little bit on there and see if the hand sanitizer has any effect on the sublimation, which I'm thinking it probably shouldn't. Oh my goodness, look at that. And other than that little piece of brown up at the top, to be honest, I think I might be able to still fix that anyway. Let me try going back over this again, just over that top bit. Now, I am paranoid. I am paranoid that I am going to put it in the wrong spot. So I'm going to cut off the bottom. And I'm basically just cutting off a strip. I don't know if there's enough ink left on here. Okay, I can fix that. Okay, so got some ink on here, And I'm going to tape it on the edge. So this is my first attempt at making a correction or fixing it after it didn't really work well. So let's go ahead and put the heat back on again for 60 seconds. And I hope that this works to make that correction, because one of the things that is a little disconcerting, I guess, about doing sublimation is that what if you screw up? With paper, it's just an opportunity for embellishment, or it's just paper. Those are kind of the things that we say, because it's just a piece of paper. With this is a little pack. I think I got them from Amazon, and I'm sure it didn't cost much, but look at how many more I've got. If I mess up on one, it's okay. And other than that, it is just a piece of copy paper that I don't use anyway. So what I've got here so far is fine. But this is going to be really, really cool if this works. And I can already see that it has transferred some. Ooh, this is hot. And that fixed my oops. That is fantastic. I have my own little cute little coffin there. Awesome. I am so excited. So that means I'm going to be making some more of these. You guys let me know what you think of this, if it's something that you think is cool. I mean, all you really need is a heat press of some sort. You could use an iron. You'd need some sublimation markers and a piece of wood. I mean, come on. And of course some laminate. Those are most of those are things that we already have in our craft room. I think the only thing that is a special item would be, not a Sharpie, would be the Artesprix markers. And to be honest, the cost of those markers is not high. I am so excited though, because this turned out, my writing sucks, my drawing skills suck, but this is fantastic. And look at that shine. I have myself a new wooden bookmark or ornament or whatever, and this is just incredible. Okay, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I am just too tickled. You guys have a wonderful evening, and be sure to check in with us tomorrow night at 5:30 Eastern Time on my channel. Elizabeth Costa-Rogers is going to be over with me, and we're going to do some wooden ornament decorating. I think she's doing Halloween. I'm not 100% sure. I know that she was going to look for some of these cute Halloween ornaments, and I'm debating now. I may have to do some sublimation on that and use the oranges and such that are in my box of colors here. That would be too cool. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful night, and remember, if I can make it, you can too. And I believe that. If I can do this, this is sublimation. This is something completely different from what we have. But most of these products are things you already have in your craft room. All you need is the markers, and you can do it. Have a great one, guys.